Hello there, you're now with me, Hendy Gui, and welcome to your 5 p.m. English news on TVS. Let's dive into today's topics. The 12th Malaysia Plan announced on Monday would spur transformation and development in remote areas. Tasik Biru Assemblyman Datuk Henry Jinab said, among others, it will benefit native customary rights NCR landowners.
Semua ini akan memberi impak besar kepada kawasan bawah, sebab kawasan bawah mempunyai tanah NCR yang masih besar, belum lagi disukat dan belum lebih diberi hak milik. Dan itu juga setelah kita mempunyai hak milik, kita bolehlah membangun kawasan kita yang mempunyai nilai tanah yang lebih tinggi apabila tanah itu diambil untuk digunakan untuk pembangunan.
Under the 12 MP, 397,000 hectares of native customary rights NCR lands in Sarawak will be mapped under Section 18 of Sarawak's Land Code. He said with the allocation, it will facilitate the process to conduct surveying works on NCR land and hand it over to the native owners to cultivate their lands. Earlier, Henry visited the vaccination program for students at SMK Bau, whereby a total of 950 students received their first dose of vaccination.
For our vaccination program in Bau, so far it has reached, for the first phase, we have covered the 95.1% coverage for the students that involves the 16 to 17 years old and also 12 to 15 with comorbids.
Additionally, the program also welcomes students who missed their vaccine appointments due to quarantine and logistics reasons.
Meanwhile, the Tasik Biru Assemblyman today advised motorists along Kilometer 2 Jalan Baut Lundu to be patient with the ongoing culvert construction, especially near Kampong Suba, Bandar. The construction, which has caused traffic congestion in the area, is expected to end in 2 weeks' time.
Dijangkakan siap dalam pertengahan Oktober ini. Bermakna dalam 2 minggu lagi kita berharap dalam 2 minggu ini pembinaan itu boleh siap dan kita kembali kepada perjalanan seperti biasa.
Henry added the progress of the construction work was dampened by the weather and technical issues as well as the recent movement control order. Last week, a heavy vehicle truck was stranded at the construction site, which caused traffic congestion and prompted road users to find alternative routes to Baut town, to which he urged for the cooperation of the Public Works Department to resolve the matter promptly.
Saya memohon pada pihak kontraktor, pihak TVS untuk sama-sama berusaha menyiapkan proyek tersebut sebab ini sudah menjadi luahan rakyat di sosial media.
Now, effective October 4th, the Health Ministry, or MOH, will allow fully vaccinated husbands or immediate family members to be present with their wives during childbirth in the labour room. Health Director General Tan Sri Dr. Noor Hisham Abdullah hopes the community, especially its beneficiaries, would profit from such facility provided.
In addition, a COVID-19 screening test, RT-PCR or RT-AG at any health facility or private laboratory is required within 72 hours, and the test results must be brought along before accompanying the pregnant mother into the maternity ward. The standard operating procedures SOP must be strictly observed as these groups are categorized as high risk and need to be protected. Dr. Noor Hisham added a letter of instruction from the Deputy Health DG Medical dated September 28, 2021 on the implementation of this initiative has been distributed to all state health directors for implementation from Monday next week to provide sufficient time for hospitals to carry out the necessary preparations.
Right, the Ministry of Domestic Trade and Consumer Affairs KPD and HEP Kapit branch will carry out continuous monitoring and inspection on compliance with the ceiling price for the COVID-19 antigen rapid test kit, or better known as the self-test kit. Its Chief Engelbert Desmond Japar said, based on inspection carried out by his team, all pharmacies had complied with the ceiling price set by the government.
Sepanjang tempoh pemantauan yang dijalankan sejak 5 September hingga semalam, rata-rata farmasi Dekapit mematuhi harga siling kit ujian kendiri yang telah ditetapkan oleh kerajaan, iaitu RM19.90 bagi seunit. Dan kami juga mendapati bekalan adalah mencukupi bagi keperluan penduduk setempat. Setakat ini, HPP Kapit juga tiada menerima aduan daripada orang ramai berhubung penjualan kit ujian kendiri COVID-19 yang dijual melebihi harga yang telah ditetapkan oleh kerajaan.
As such, he said despite all pharmacies selling the items according to the ceiling price of 19 ringgit and 90 cents, it is still better for consumers to inspect the price upon purchasing. He also warned traders not to increase the price of the item as stern action will be taken against them under the Price Control and Anti-Profiteering Act 201 if they are caught.
Peniaga yang melakukan pelanggaran di bawah Akta Kawalan Harga dan Anti Penjatutan boleh dikenakan tindakan undang-undang di mana individu boleh didenda oleh mahkamah sehingga RM100,000 atau dipenjara tidak melebihi 3 tahun atau kedua-duanya atau dikompaun sehingga RM50,000, manakala bagi syarikat boleh didenda sehingga RM500,000 atau dikompaun sehingga RM250,000.
He reiterated that anyone who wishes to file a complaint may do so through the portal and numbers listed.
The Sarawak State Health Department's National COVID-19 Immunization Program PICK hotline will be temporarily closed from October 1st until further notice. The hotline, which started operating on February 25th, was supposed to end in September. A spokesperson from the State Health Department said the hotline service may reopen when the government starts implementing COVID-19 booster shots. Now, to ensure data leakage can be handled by law enforcement, the Communications and Multimedia MCMC Act 1998 should be reviewed. Minister of Communications and Multimedia Tan Sri Anwar Musa proposed such motion in order to address the alleged data leakage by a government agency.
Currently, a thorough investigation is being conducted on supposed data leakage. The incident should serve as an eye-opener to all organizations as it involved personal data leakage. If Malaysia intends to become a more modernized and digitalized country, Anwar said that the country should pursue more on personal data protection. This is essential to build confidence among the users and investors alike. To this, the minister told Cyber Security Malaysia, an agency to strengthen Malaysia's cyberspace safety, should provide a broad range of cybersecurity innovation-led services, programs, and initiatives to reduce the vulnerability of digital systems.
Salaran Initiative. By 2030, the Sarawak government aims for Sarawak to become a developed state driven by data and innovation. The smart city concept is introduced to improve the efficiency of digital infrastructures. The smart traffic light system are available throughout Kuching, especially traffic congested roads, which can reduce travel time by 25%. With Sarawak Pay, the first e-wallet implemented by the Sarawak government helps to accelerate Sarawak's economic growth and encourage cashless payments. In addition, the online agriculture marketplace has eased rural farmers to promote and sell their products. Meanwhile, 800 CCTVs will be installed throughout Greater Kuching by the end of 2021 to provide a safer environment for the community. This will not only help with crime prevention, but also to warn of natural disasters and emergencies.
Hai semua, jangan lupa saksikan Inspirasi TVS, segmen berita yang mengetengahkan laporan berkaitan rakyat, hiburan serta topik trending.
Inspirasi TVS dan saya Melissa Francis.
Saya Harry Francis.
Saya Dewi Liana Suriesta.
Dan saya Tony Yusof.
Saya Bob Yusof akan menemani anda.
Dan saya Mahmud Ali Bashar.
Dan saya Nana Shimi.
Dan saya Anding Indrawani.
Saya Kerel Libau.
Saya Azam Pit.
As long as I live, I will do the best I can in advocating in animal welfare. They also need our love. We need to become empathetic, and this will indirectly change our perspective about life, understanding the struggles and suffering of other creatures.
Saya harap orang ramai akan lebih tahu save our strays dan akan spread more awareness tentang animal welfare di whole of Malaysia.
Welcome back. The nation today registered 11,889 new COVID-19 infections, a drop of 846 cases compared to yesterday. This brings the nation cumulative number of COVID-19 to 2,257,584 cases. Sarawak once more tops the list with 2,413 infections, bringing the cumulative number of COVID-19 cases recorded in the state to 212,037 cases, followed by Selangor with 1,568 cases and Johor with 1,217 cases. This shows an improvement as only 3 states today recorded 4-digit COVID-19 cases. Now, Japanese Princess Mako will marry her fiancé, a former college classmate, on October 26, authorities said on Friday, October 1st. This despite years of intense scrutiny and criticism that cast her engagement in an unflattering light.
The 29-year-old niece of Emperor Naruhito has been engaged to Kei Komuro 29 since 2017. But tabloid reports soon surfaced following a financial dispute between Komuro's mother and her former fiancé, hence a postponement of the marriage in 2018. In August that year, Komuro left to attend school in the United States and did not return until Monday, September 27. Mako will leave the royal family upon her marriage, as it is customary. Under the Japanese law, female imperial family members forfeit their status upon marriage to a commoner, although male members do not. The couple's decision to live in the US after their wedding has earned them the nickname Harry and Meghan of Japan.
Now wrapping up the 5 p.m. news, powerful winds and torrential rain hit parts of Japan on Friday, October 1st, as Typhoon Mindul was approaching Tokyo. Footage from a local broadcaster showed high waves pounding the coast of Hachijojima, a remote island located around 300 kilometers south of Tokyo.
Mindule, a Korean word for dandelion, continued to move northeast at a speed of 35 km an hour on Friday afternoon local time. Public broadcaster NHK said that a city in Chiba Prefecture, neighboring Tokyo, saw a rainfall of nearly 21 centimeters in the 24 hours up to noon of Friday. Weather officials called for people to stay vigilant for violent winds and strong rain, and some train services in Chiba Prefecture has been suspended due to the approaching typhoon.
And that wraps up the 5 p.m. English news on TVS. I'll see you again for Nightline at 11:30 p.m. With that, I'm Handy Gui. Stay safe and have a pleasant day.
Pasar Malam is the heart of Malaysia's food culture. There's so much you can try here. But what happens when your cash notes are as big as your appetite? You don't have to get into a fist fight over a small change. Just use Sarawak Pay. It's easier for everyone. Sarawak Pay, towards cashless lifestyle.